And the rule of the range will kick this away to start us off. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. It's a short completion to the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Their run moves the ball across the 35. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kurt. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. So it's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home and home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I'll bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Play number 10 of the opening drive. Can he keep it going here on third and long? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
He missed it. With that miss, the score remains the same.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And on the carry, he's heading left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brings up second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll feed the back again. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch is made along the sideline, and he's forced out of bounds. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
I mean, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. The 30, at the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Arizona 7, Michigan 0.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Look at this, an end around to start the drive. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
They're going to run it. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And the tailback's got it again. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
The Wolverines pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Handoff heading left. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The penalty backs him up, first and very long. Ball handed off. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on third down. Using his legs on the scramble. Stop right there at the line. No gain. And the Wolverines will line up to boot it away. Punter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. The returner coughs up the football inside their own 20. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Tried to kill that.
Catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Timeout called by the defense to go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And the same runner's got it again. And they'll stop him after a short game. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Arizona.
That gain sets up a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He'll hand it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. And now the defense able to bring him down. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Defense looking for a stop on third and goal. They'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Arizona offense back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Throws to the tight end. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball is not intercepted.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. The quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, we're surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Wolverines will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Looking to score with a wide receiver handoff here. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
After the big loss on first down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He eludes, he escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up on the play and taken down.
On 1st and goal, Chris, they run the football and lose yards. Then here on 2nd down, they try to throw it in, come up with a sack. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down? Because they've been going in reverse on these last couple plays.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He escapes the sack. On the run here, lets it go. Complete with a running back in this 4th down play. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
You come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Nice gain, moves the ball to the 47. Another 1st down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
That's solid run, good for 1st down yardage. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds an open target on the left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
2nd down after that completion. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arizona 7, Michigan 6.
crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Can you believe it? He's missed the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. The back's got it. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Handoff to the right side.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And now the running back's got it again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's an out route. The catch made. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
He's marked down at the 33. Second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. Sticking with the running game. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here, getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
The offense still looking to score a touchdown for the first time. Now it's 3rd and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, the defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen to try to win it in regulation? Let's see. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
It's a shotgun run call. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw, looking for his big tight end, who makes the grab. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. This would be a really long field goal try from here. They'll hustle to the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And a timeout is taken just 3 seconds. For one last play. So a field goal attempt coming up now. Ball spotted at the 30. This field goal to win it from 47 yards out. And it's good. He's got it. Missed the attempt earlier, but connects when it matters most. Well, you love to see a game come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.